Life of a student and life of a founder.
Dedicated restaurants and resorts में interest था. Since 2 years I'm into coding part, so I am from a tech background. Table पर खाना आ रहा है तो उस बीच में क्या हो रहा है?
From getting an idea to making sure कि यही है जो मैं वो कर.
दो प्रोडक्ट तरह के प्रोडक्ट होते हैं. If you are giving it for free and users के दम पर आप फंडिंग उठाते हो, या फिर in B2B you first give it and revenue आपके पास सातों आठ प्रोडक्ट का इनवॉइस आ जाता है.
Experience वो feeling कैसी थी जब first customer ने first restaurant ने हाँ करा and they paid.
So that was like pretty magical. तो उस वक्त तो इंडस्ट्री काफी बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म यूज कर रहे थे. That has like a millions of dollars in funding. 15 दिन बाद में they called us back कि हमने उनका सब्सक्रिप्शन को हटा दिया है. We are using your product. So we are a restaurant automation software.
You started your startup in your very first year.
इसमें I would say GCEC का रोल रहा है.
So hello guys, today we are back with another podcast, and then again we have a student with us who is now a founder living the life of an entrepreneur. So please welcome Manul Gehlot. Hi Manul, how have you been?
All good sir, how about you?
I have been great. Manul, there are a lot of questions I would like to ask you, but the first one is life of a student and life of a founder. How has this journey been? क्या differences आए अभी तक?
So sometimes it's a little more stressful, and जो student की life होती है, मतलब you know आपके पास दोस्तों के पास टाइम है मिलने को, और you know fun at evening, and you know वो चीज़ थोड़ी कम हो जाती है, and you know थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती है to give time to people जहाँ पे आपको genuinely देना चाहिए. But yeah, if your priorities are clear, हो जाएगा.
That's great.
Yeah.
आज के ज़माने में there's so many people trying to get into the startup ecosystem. इतने सारे ideas हैं. How did you choose this idea?
So basically past this, before this, मेरा बचपन से plan was to go into restaurants, और मुझे dedicated restaurants and resorts में interest था. So not into food tech and building a software for restaurant. So eventually वो हो गया, but my plan was to go into restaurants and resorts. मुझे different theme based resorts अलग अलग खोलने थे in couple of regions, ऐसा वाला. So that was my bigger plan. तो उसकी research में I used to talk to a lot of restaurant owners and talk to a lot of industry players in the same market, right? And I was in the tech. I was a tech, so I am from science background, right? So
Yeah.
I'm doing basically MERN stack and coding. I've basically since 2 years I'm into coding part, so I'm from a tech background, right? So मुझे tech आता था, तो मुझे वहाँ पे एक छोटा सा गैप दिख गया कि जो operations हो रहे हैं, या फिर जिस तरह से restaurants और manage कर पा रहे हैं, या फिर जिस तरह से टेबल पर खाना आ रहा है तो उस बीच में क्या हो रहा है, right? And how we can improve the efficiency, how we can cost cutting कैसे करनी है, उन सब के regarding मैंने researched a lot. मुझे वहाँ पे gap दिख गया, and then I build the product and MVP start करा.
Oh, that's great. So instead of trying to make your own restaurant, start your own restaurant and make it profitable, you're helping everyone around you
Right.
make their restaurant more efficient.
Right.
More. Okay, that's great. So when as students, for students, I would like to ask you कि जब स्टूडेंट्स को एक आइडिया आता है ना, तो वो बहुत क्वेश्चंस होते हैं उनके दिमाग में,
Right.
बहुत सारे कंफ्यूजन्स होते हैं.
Self doubt और
एग्जैक्टली. सो इस आइडिया को वैलिडेट करना, इस आइडिया पे स्टिक करना, हाउ वाज दैट लाइक फ्रॉम गेटिंग एन आइडिया टू मेकिंग श्योर कि यही है जो मैं कर रहा हूँ, यही है जो मेरे को करना है. वो वैलिडेट कैसे किया आइडिया?
Okay, so when I got an idea of this, so I asked couple of restaurant owners कि like ये सब आपके problem है, or what if I come up with a solution like this? So they told me like there already are solutions like that. ऐसे हमारी conversations हुई, then I told them कि you just use it for once. I'm building it. मैंने start करा बनाना prototype and everything. I guess most of them know about prototype, what prototype is, right? So basic designing and everything, which I did by myself, like अकेले खुद ने start करा, and then I launched the MVP, right?
Okay.
After validating it कि this is like sum up मिक्स करके ये चीज़ बन सकती है. Then I got the thing and I delivered it to couple of restaurants, like एक दो restaurants को दिया, and उन्होंने बोला कि यहाँ पे ये गलतियाँ हैं, but base level पे you can start out with this. Yeah, so it's like beta testing and everything like that. So you can start out with this, but this is not the product which like जो बिकेगा. Yeah. So after that, team building and everything, वो चीज़ करके, yeah.
So a lot of my students also have this question कि sir funding नहीं मिल रही है, funding कैसे मिलेगी? How did you manage with, like, how was your experience with money like, and funding and all those things?
So
how was that like?
Yeah, so definitely funding boost a lot of things and timing और सब कुछ काफी boost करता है in a startup and effect भी बहुत करता है. दो तरह के प्रोडक्ट होते हैं. If you are giving it for free and users के दम पर आप फंडिंग उठाते हो, या फिर in B2B you first give it and revenue आपके पास हाथों हाथ प्रोडक्ट का इनवॉइस आ जाती है. So उस टाइप के बिजनेस में you can delay funding, right, to some extent. Okay. Yeah.
So basically the टेक अवे हेयर इज कि जरूरी नहीं है कि आप स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करो एंड यू कीप क्रिपिंग अबाउट कि फंडिंग नहीं मिल रही है, फंडिंग नहीं मिल रही है. इवन इफ यू स्टार्ट योर जर्नी विद ऑल योर ऑनेस्टी, देयर इज अ वेरी गुड चांस दैट यू विल मेक इट विदाउट एनी बिग फंडिंग, राइट, लाइक यू हैव. एंड कांग्रेचुलेशंस ऑन दैट एंड वी आर वेरी प्राउड ऑफ यू. One more thing I would like to ask you, and I'll ask a lot of students when they first get into this journey, what was that experience? वो feeling कैसी थी जब first customer ने, first restaurant ने हाँ करा and they paid and they're like अच्छा हम तुम्हारे साथ काम करेंगे. वो first acquisition का
that was like, I have this in my mind like in the first thought as well. So that was like pretty magical क्योंकि I still remember यहाँ पे when we pitched him and it's couple of months back, like एक साल ऐसा कुछ है हो चुका है इसको. So when we pitched him and he was like चलो ठीक है, let's try it out, you guys are too young, let's do this, your product is good, ऐसा करके. Then we gave like हमने उनको free trial दिया, अब you can use it, आप 15 दिन use करो, okay, because we were in early stages, right. तो he used it, he was like चलो ठीक है. तो उस वक्त तो इंडस्ट्री काफी बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म यूज कर रहे थे that has like a millions of dollars in funding.
Okay.
So yeah, so they were using their product and हमने उनको वहाँ पे told them कि you can use that as well, but along with that you can use our platform and you can use that. 15 दिन बाद में they called us back कि हमने उनका subscription को हटा दिया है and we are using your product.
And you want to completely switch from a company which earns millions in dollars to your company.
Yeah, so
that must have been like a magical.
So yeah,
thing,
so that happened and after that onboarding हुआ and हमारे सब कुछ लगा. तो मुझे आज भी याद है हमने हर एक जगह की फोटो खींची थी कि साथ साथ में सेल्फी ले रहे हैं and you know memories we make like the as soon as the QR पे print होता है powered by Foodie Bee, so that gave me a lot of
the confidence,
confidence and everything,
the power to keep going forward.
So that was the validation part कि चलो सही है हो गया.
चलो great. So the first one was great. Now the revenue streams, if I may ask, what are your revenue streams like? What are your sources of?
So basically we if couple of people might know, but I would like to introduce this, but we are a restaurant automation software which basically builds all-in-one restaurant management softwares and basically is an all-in-one platform for restaurants and cafes. So we have everything a restaurant need to grow, scale, or want anything regarding
become more efficient.
Yeah, so it's like improving their customer experience, improving their staff efficiencies, basically order management, bringing more customers, increasing the order values of the product, improving the customer experience as well, and managing the staff as well, and everything.
So everything a restaurant needs to grow and sustain itself.
Right.
You provide
managing back-end operations, front-end tasks, and everything.
So that must make things for a restaurant very drastically easy.
Right. So it's like basically मैं यही बोलता हूँ कि we are an automation company, not a software company. We are an automation company. So we try to automate task a lot. Right? In this world हर जगह automation चल रहा है, हर इंडस्ट्री में automation चल रहा है. तो रेस्टोरेंट इंडस्ट्री में ये चीज दिमाग में किसी को क्यों नहीं आ रही है? Right? जब सब कुछ हो ही रहा है तो यहाँ पर भी automation होना चाहिए ना.
And it has started, and we are happy that our students are one of the first people to join this revolution.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's
of course. Anything new is hard, but then
so to convince people, to convince people about the same key, this is a different thing. आप जो use कर रहे हो वो ठीक है, but this is also a thing which you can improve it, or so people लोगों को adapt करने में बहुत दिक्कत आती है, but अगर हो जाती तो they find it good.
That's absolutely great.
Yeah.
Manul, a lot of students, not our students, but students everywhere else, I've seen that पहले वो graduation करते हैं, फिर वो masters करते हैं, फिर वो थोड़ा टाइम नौकरी करते हैं, और फिर कहीं जाके जो उनका हमेशा से startup करने की इच्छा होती है, that is when they start their startup. You started your startup in your very first year, and now you are about to end your second year, right? So how have you been managing between college and your studies and your startup and your business?
Right, मतलब इसमें I would say GCEC का रोल रहा है, क्योंकि in this program which I chose BBA EP, उसमें ना 3 घंटे की ही classes होती है. And after that we have a time to do internship or do whatever we want in practical experience field.
And work on your own startup.
Yeah, right. So you can work on your own startup itself, or you can do internship, or you can do any work, but you have to do some work, right? You can't be free.
Yeah.
तो वहाँ मुझे time मिल गया, and that is why I chose GCEC, क्योंकि मुझे time चाहिए था. Major मुझे time चाहिए था, and along with the academics, so academics and all is also great, as well as मुझे competitive और side by side time भी बहुत मिल गया. So that's why ये चीज़ मेरे को काफ़ी supportive लगी.
Chalo, that's great. Also, now that you have established startup and you have a decent revenue stream and everything, you have your decent clients. So, what does the future look like?
It seems good. So we are adding couple of more services as well in this, and planning to maybe like increase the efficiency of the work as well, and double down more into sales, as well as couple of adding more services into our work as well, and planning to become one-stop solution for restaurants. So we aim to become and try to do all of these things in maybe 1 or 2 years. Yes.
That's great, and I am sure everyone around you, including your juniors in your college, must be really proud of you. And we all at GCC are really proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you in such podcasts with news channels and on bigger stages. So congratulations and best of luck, Manul.
Thank you.